Myself, I was excited. Yeah. So he's... I'm just gonna... From the back. Yeah, that's bullshit. Ain't from the back, you lie. You lie with your lies. Take that. Yes. What are you playing at, cadet? What is the meaning of this subordination? Thrusting some photographic print in my mustache? Inconsistency, sir. Got the fucking music. I mean, yes! There's a clear inconsistency here. I like how he looks at his own hand like he was expecting it to be less pathetic sounding. What nonsense. What can this print possibly tell us that we don't already know? Well, obviously, that, I know what I want to say, but the words just won't come out of my mouth. My man was shot from the front. I think this proves beyond any doubt, Your Excellency, that there is no place for an amateur student here in this grand courtroom. So frustrating. Man, this is me in any social situation. I know what I want to say, but it just won't come out. Oh, please. Surely this doesn't require an explanation. It couldn't be more plain. To spell it out would be an insult to the court. Cosmo, what? What are you talking about? It's apparent from a single glance at the photographic print presented by the defense that there's a clear discrepancy here with the sergeant's statement. Was? Sergeant Iesa Nosa. Oh my god, his name is Yes Sir, No Sir. Wow, I'm like... that's like one of my favorite moments is when you when the joke of the name clicks. I fucking love Ace Attorney names. Yes sir, what sir? The statement you just made was this. The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly little weasel. Yes sir, affirmative sir. I witnessed the crime with my own military-grade eyes, sir.
Yes!
But no, that just can't be. Then why not, cadet? Because... Take a close look at the print. The victim, Dr. Wilson, died from a bullet wound to the chest. Sergeant, according to your witness statement, the culprit shot the victim from behind. And that is the obvious discrepancy here. Well, how do you explain it? Oh my god. What the... Push the baby. God. What was that? Something just popped up from behind his back, but he pushed it down again. It was a baby. Do you know what a baby looks like? Certainly, there's a clear discrepancy with the facts here. Would you not agree, Sergeant Nosa? Yes, sir. At this juncture, that would appear to be indisputable. Until the moment I heard the firearm discharge, my eyes were firmly fixed on the delicious Le Carnival steaks, sir. What? The last testimony the court heard has proven one thing beyond all reasonable doubt. This witness, Sergeant Iesa Nosa, did not see the defendant firing a gun at all. Yeah, that's absurd. I think the conclusion we must draw is simple. There is no place for an amateur prosecutor here in this grand courtroom. Yo! Let him have it. Yeah! I live for this shit. There's been a complete turnabout in the mood of this trial, just from that one discrepancy. Turnabout, he said the thing, turnabout. So this is what being an ace attorney is all about. Okay, now he said the thing. Now he said the thing. He said the thing. Everybody, we can go home. He said the thing. But I definitely saw him. That university cadet there, he was pointing the firearm directly at the victim's back.
Yes!
But I never fired the gun. All I did was pick it up off the floor. And you, old man, you didn't see the moment the victim was shot either. Myself, I have already been quite clear. The gunshot interested me not. I was far too busy on the floor. Too busy on the floor? Sorry, what were you doing? Hunting for treasure. Treasure? Indeed, the Hoeg Era Koban, my prized coin. On each occasion when I visit that restaurant, it is my habitude to place in my bosom a pocket a particular trinket of interest from my shop, Rasute, in the hope of meeting a rich diner who might like to buy it from you. On the day under scrutiny, it was to the military man that I proffered my Hoei treasure. Believe that he would purchase a rare find, I did not. But I was presented with little alternative. And then, after averting my eyes for the briefest of moments, it was there no more. It simply vanished. The Koban vanished? Hunting around under the table, I was, in case mayhap it had fallen there, and then it happened. You heard the gunshot, you mean? Indeed I did. But I heeded it not, for I was only concerned with finding my absconded Hoei treasure. Nothing could distract me. Out of interest, did you find the coin in the end? No. I see. That lamentable day, the precious Hoei Koban was lost to me. No doubt some unscrupulous scoundrel pocketed the prize coin for himself. Oh, did he? Yo, did he swipe that shit? Maybe the baby took it? As I'm sure everyone present is aware, this case demands a swift and decisive resolution. Our government has promised to send a full report to Great Britain by telegraph this very afternoon. Nevertheless, the witness testimony the court has just heard was inconclusive, no matter how subservient our government feels it must be to the British. It would be unforgivable to deliver a verdict on this trial right now. What is your position, Prosecutor Ouchie? Worry not, Your Excellency. The defendant may have fled a tiger at the front gate, but he will find a wolf at the back. My witnesses have further testimony to make. Explain. Upon hearing their next statements, it will become abundantly clear that there is only one person who could possibly have committed this despicable crime. The equally despicable defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo. What? He really seems to have a despicable opinion of you, doesn't he? Ugh. Very well. The court invites the witnesses to testify again. You will thoroughly explain the reasoning behind the prosecution's allegation. Is that clear? As clear as Kiriko glass, Your Excellency. Yes, sir. At once, sir. Awaiting signal to testify, sir. Got the baby. Excuse me, but there's something or someone peeking out over your shoulder, I think. Affirmative. The newest member of the Nosa family to rise up through the ranks. Name? Ido? I don't know. I don't know, sir. My god. It would seem those straps are a sign of the sergeant being too strapped to afford a nanny. Oh my god. Got him. Ido. Tension. Your father is about to quell the enemy. Watch and learn, my boy. Oh my god. The true culprit. Even if what I saw wasn't the precise moment that the firearm was discharged, it's almost the same thing. Yes, pointing his gun at the foreign man. He was that young lad in black. Wait, what? Yes, pointing his gun at the foreign man. He was that young lad in black. He talks like fucking Yoda. That much I myself did see. Fuck this guy. And furthermore, a visual search of the premises at the time confirmed we were the only personnel present. Indeed. Alone he was, the Englishman, dining all by himself. Therefore, no one other than the black uniformed cadet could have dispatched the Englishman. Over and out. Yes! I do love the fact that, like, because that's the whole point of, like, the big shh thing, is they're interrupting the other character, so the fact that while I'm reading it, get interrupted, it's kind of perfect, actually. Wait, that's nonsense! The victim, Dr. Wilson, wasn't alone at all. Please, enough of these outbursts already. There was a woman! There was a young woman at his table. You must have seen her. Everyone there must have seen her. Objection! If you call yourself a lawyer, then you will respect the rules of the court and speak accordingly. We are not here to listen to your fantasies. It is evident beyond all reasonable doubt that the victim was alone at the time of the incident. The prosecution has photographic evidence of this fact. Is this a photographic print of the scene of the crime, Counsel? Indeed, of the table at which the victim was dining, taken by an investigator immediately after the incident. This proves that no one else could have been there the entire time. Yes, that's flawless logic. As one can plainly see, there is only one place set. Oh, I see, that's what they're getting at. Okay. Certainly, based on the appearance of this print, it would be reasonable to conclude that the victim was not in the company of anyone else. This doesn't make any sense. The court will add this new photographic evidence to the court record. A bottle of carbonated water and a steak lunch can be seen on the victim's table. I don't understand. What's going on here? It's just not possible that no one else saw that woman. Waiter before said the same thing. He maintains that Dr. Wilson came to the restaurant alone as well. That's not true. I saw her. I'm the only one eating, therefore I must be alone. You know, that's usually true, but not necessarily. I swear that I saw a woman with him. It would seem that we'll be able to telegraph the report to Great Britain on time after all. The witness testimonies we have just heard leave no further room for doubt. These are very sensitive political times, as we all know. The ink is still fresh on the treaty with Great Britain. To think that I, Taketsuchi Ouchi, will have contributed to the amity of these two great empires is an honor. How can this be happening? The judge is ready to rule. Stand tall, Ryunosuke. It's not over yet. Do you see these flowing headband straps? That's how you know. can't give up until the wind dies down. What? If what you say is true, then there's something going on here behind the scenes. And now is your chance to expose it, to draw out the truth in your cross-examination. I don't know, Kazuma. You better know quick. The defense is titled to cross-examine the witnesses, but make it quick, understood? Rules can be so unbending at times. Bitch, you don't get to say that. Ugh. Well, I didn't see any immediately apparent contradictions. You saw it wasn't the precise moment the firearm was discharged. It's almost the same thing. The foreign man. Visual search the purposes confirm there were only personnel present. Alone he was, the Englishman, dining all by himself. One other than the black uniformed cadet could have dispatched the Englishman over an hour. So I feel like this. What do I have? Let me look at my evidence. The post-mortem report, photograph. Wait a minute. Why is he turned that way? Wouldn't he be at the... if that's his... Why is he facing away from it? That's... I don't know. Okay, so he's sitting there. Huh. Ooh. I can zoom in on stuff. I can read these kanjis that I can't read. Okay. Alright, tell me more about that. Yes. So you actually saw that with your own eyes, did you? The victim, Dr. Wilson, dining alone. That I did. Forgive me for the position I place you in. So the testimonies of the old man, the soldier, and the waiter all agree on that point. Isn't that interesting? And let us not forget the incontestable evidence we have to support their statements as well. As can clearly be seen, there is only a single beefsteak on the victim's table. A meal for one. No. The antiques dealer, the sergeant, and the waiter who testified before. It's not impossible that they're all lying. But if so, then why? If I'm perfectly honest, I have absolutely no idea.
Yes!
Just, press on everything. Old Ace Attorney style. Why aren't you telling the truth? What did you say, cadet? Clearly remember. There was a woman sitting across the table from the professor. Perhaps one of you might not have noticed. But for both of you to have failed to see the professor's dining companion, it's just not possible. Oh, they're fucking lying. They're straight lying. Unfortunately for you, Defendant Naruhodo, it's not just a case of these two witnesses alone. Sorry? The waiter, whose testimony the court heard earlier, clearly stated the same thing. He also said the victim was alone. Right. Precisely. In other words, you are the sole proponent of this phantom lady. But if such a woman were indeed present at the scene, the prosecution demands to see proof. And if no such proof exists, the prosecution demands that no further mention of this phantom woman be made. It is a blatant waste of the court's time. There's nothing I can say to that. God. What do you think, Ryunosuke? What's the matter? I can't find anything. I can't find a clear discrepancy anywhere. I'm done for. I can't win this trial. No, 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 no. Listen, the first thing to do is calm down. You can't expect witness statements to be full of holes every time. So just take your time and try to tease more information out of them first. What do you mean? You can choose to either press or yeah, I've been doing it. To the witness statements. If a witness is saying something you're suspicious about, press him on it with L1. With a little luck, you may get more details, which could prove to be crucial. Right, I see. The important point is, there's no sense in holding back. If anything even slightly jars with you, press the witnesses on it and press them hard. Alright, got it. Now press them like blocks of tofu. The professor wasn't alone in the restaurant, I'm sure of it. One way or another, this cross-examination is going to prove that I'm right. It's time to press them for all they're worth. My fate depends on it. Okay. Well, I guess that wasn't the precise moment. I mean, at this point,
yes!
Yes. Press everything. No, no, no! It's not the same thing at all! For a start, I didn't fire that gun. We have a difference of opinion on that. The opinion of an uninformed officer versus that of a fledgling cadet. Uniformed, not uninformed. Uniformed. I don't think so. Consider this, defendant. Just a moment ago, I blinked. Did you? Did you see it? Did you see me blink? How could I? And yet, it is an undeniable fact that I did blink. So there you have it. Have what? Attention! The sound of the firearm rang in my ears in the very next moment. I saw you waving the gun at the Englishman. I think that says it all, don't you? And let us not forget that the antiques dealer witnessed the accused in the most incriminating position as well. Isn't that so, Korakuta-san? Yes, pointing his gun at the foreign man, he was that young lad in black that much I myself did see.
Yes!
Talks like fucking Yoda! Yes, it may be true that I was holding the gun at that point in time. I've told you already, that's only because I picked it up off the floor. Well, obviously, as the culprit, that's the only way you could explain it away. I had just finished drinking my coffee, and I was about to leave the restaurant when I noticed a gun on the floor at Dr. Wilson's feet, so I picked it up. And at exactly that moment, a gunshot rang in my ears. Full of events beyond our control, life is. Sorry? What do you mean? In your case, you found a pistol on the floor and picked it up, which precipitated this testing predicament. Whereas conversely, I failed to pick up the Koban from the floor and find myself in an equally testing predicament as a result. I don't know if it's equally testing. Anyway, the fact remains. Myself, I did see you. With pistol in hand, standing over the foreigner. Furthermore, a visual search of the premises at the time confirmed that we were the only personnel present.
Yes!
No. I mean, yes, but no. You must have noticed someone else at Dr. Wilson's table. There was a lady there. As you have been at pains to point out time and again, I feel I'm growing a callus in my ear. And yet, no one else appears to have caught even a glimpse of this woman. If only there'd been more people dining there at the time, then someone else would have noticed her. Unfortunately, it was already past 2 p.m. when it happened. The quiet time between lunch and dinner in any restaurant. No, of course the place was almost empty. It's what you'd expect. Certainly. 2 p.m. is neither here nor there in terms of a time to eat. I wonder if there was a reason why the victim was eating at that time of day, and why he was alone. Yes, Your Excellency, there was indeed a reason. There was? This was found in the victim's jacket pocket. What is that, Counsel? Waiter. It is a medical report card, Your Excellency. It would seem the victim had an appointment at a clinic prior to visiting the restaurant. Hot clinic? Oh god, no. It's... Oh my god. Yes, there would indeed appear to be an entry for the date in question. 19th November, noon to past 1 p.m. The very day of the incident. So the victim went for a late lunch following his appointment. The explanation couldn't be more simple. The prosecution felt no need to submit this evidence before, as it really has no bearing on the case. I wonder, what do you think, Ryunosuke? Well, it is hard to see how it could be related, really. Remember, you can request for it to be entered into the court record as evidence if you think it could be useful. Should I ask for Dr. Wilson's medical report card to be submitted as evidence or not? Yes, please. Anything else? Yes! Second die case closed. You know, fair enough. And if I may, I'd like to ask for that medical report card to be submitted as evidence, Your Excellency. Although I think this does take place, a couple hundred years before, Dr. Takemi exists. On what grounds? The court has already heard conclusive witness testimony. Additional evidence would be extraneous. Not to mention the victim's movements prior to his arrival at the restaurant are of no concern. Objection. Whether or not they are of concern is up to us to decide. We have a right to explore all possible avenues. I beg your pardon? You have no authority to refuse a perfectly valid request for the submission of evidence. Very well, the court will grant the defense's request. Youngsters these days are forever asserting their rights. It's a most disturbing trend. What the fuck? That guy... Oh my god. Sir, kindly add the victim's medical report card to the court record. Medical report card from a Hata clinic that was found in the victim's pocket. What we need right now is new clues. We have to explore things from every possible angle, even if they don't seem relevant at first. Right, I hear you. You can conspire to prolong this trial as much as you like, but it's the day after the festival is already for you. It's the day after the festival already for you. I don't know what that means. Or perhaps you've forgotten that these witness testimonies leave no room for doubts. Feel free to reiterate for the accused, Korikuta-san. Consumers' rights. Yeah, these rights. Oh my god. How dare they assert their rights. Okay. So I got new evidence. Let me check that out. And see what it does for me. A clinic was found in the victim's pocket. I feel like that doesn't do much for me, if I'm being honest, but... I am not sure. Excellent work, Ryunosuke. We've gleaned some new information now. Well, yes, but I don't feel like it changes much, same. I can't see that it brings any real discrepancies to light. wouldn't be so sure. Let me see that medical report card you got before. Oh, you mean this? Yes, this is a brand new piece of evidence. So, perhaps we should examine it in a little more detail. I mean, I tried. Wasn't giving me much, yeah, examine it. How exactly? You'll notice that some pieces of evidence bear a magnifying glass. These are the ones you may examine, yet literally doesn't have one of those. Press X and you can take a closer look. So I guess I just had to wait for him to tutorialize it. You can take a closer look at the piece in question. Use those movements. Oh. Go full 3D up in this bitch. To rotate the evidence in all directions and examine it from all angles. By using... You can target it with the crosshairs. Oh my god, he literally used the words crosshairs. I was fucking kidding. You can move the crosshairs around to hunt for clues that may have been missed before. Okay. Crosshairs start to pulsate. Press X to investigate further. So, partner, I think you should take a closer look at this at this medical report card. See if there isn't something new to be learned by examining it in more detail. All right, I'll see what I can do. I need to. Oh god. Inspect all areas of evidence that look suspicious. Okay, I can do this. I got this. Whoa. Okay. Medical report card required for every visit.